This is the naked truth about real estate investing. Your host, Javier, has already been through all the brain damage of this business, so you don't have to go through it. That way, you're not exposed to all of the risk of losing your shirt or getting caught with your pants down. So let's dive into another no BS episode right now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Javier Hinojo, your host of the Naked Truth about Real Estate Investing. And in this episode, I am going to talk about, I was in Tampa, Florida, the last couple of days at a mastermind called Family Reunion for real estate coaching and influencers. And it was pretty cool. I'm 42. I kind of grew up in the 90s. Well, I was a teenager in the late 90s. So I kind of grew up in the late 90s. So I remember listening to Vanilla Ice. I was probably, 12 maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think I was a teenager yet, but it was pretty cool. That was the highlight of the trip. We had Vanilla Ice there. He does some real estate investing. He does some development. He has shows on TV, does big projects. I think like $20 million houses, $30 million houses. And he was there. We asked a few questions, some personal questions and some business questions. It was cool. And then for about half an hour, he did a private show for us. And it was super cool. Went up on stage and got to party with Vanilla Ice on stage. And I'm not much of a partier, but hey, I don't know when I have another opportunity for that. So that was pretty cool. But besides that fun part takeaway, there was a lot of people there, a lot of big coaches out there. Joe McCall, Russ Whitney, Ron LeGrand. I mean, I can just go down the list. So many people out there, a whole bunch of podcasters and real estate influencers that they just kind of got together and just share ideas, right? About what they're doing, what's working, what's not working. Just encourage each other, man. A lot of egos, a lot of chest pounding, but we try to check that at the door, even though it's hard to do. It's hard to do, right? Because but again, right? I tell you guys, hang out with winners so your wins don't sound like you're bragging, right? So if you hang out with a bunch of losers all the time and you're just talking about your wins because you're winning all the time, they're gonna be jealous. But if you're hanging out with a whole bunch of winners that are winning, then, you're going to be envious in a way, but not in a bad way. Like, man, I want to be like that. I want to have what he has. I want to do it. I want to do it the way he does it. I want to do it better. And then you collaborate. Okay. Then you collaborate. So fun fact, there was a gentleman there, Steven, that used to wholesale in my market, 4 years ago. I forgot how long ago it was. And the last conversation that him and I had didn't end very well. Right. I mean, we weren't, arguing or fighting or nothing, but, he had a contract, I had a contract, and there was a dispute on who had a contract on the house. And I put an affidavit, he put an affidavit, and we're like, okay, well, I guess we're not going to work nothing out. We're like, I guess not. And we left it at that. And like 4 years passed. And guess what? Out of 150 people there, I picked a chair and I sat next to him, right? We just sit there. We just say, how you doing? We talked for a little bit and we just stayed, we pretty much sat next to each other the whole event. And we connected. He switched over to multifamily. He raised his equity. We had a great conversation. And, at some point he's going to come speak at my mastermind. Right. So, that kind of brings me to another place, right? Try not to burn any bridges just because you don't know what kind of value that other person can bring into you and maybe into your business, or you can bring into that person to their business. And maybe there's some synergy. You guys can eventually work together. Right. He's looking for operators. I'm an operator. He raises equity, right? He goes out and raises money. So maybe he does something for my project. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe we're not a good fit, right? We're not a good fit, but it doesn't matter. The point about it is kind of networking, didn't burn the bridge, and we were in great terms. He actually just texted me last night. So we'll figure out, maybe I go out to Colorado. He comes out to one of my masterminds pretty soon. So that was pretty cool. All right, guys. So don't burn your bridges because you never know when you're going to need that person to help you in your business, in your life. So don't be an asshole. Put it that way. Unless the other person's an asshole, just let him go. Right. So that was pretty neat. That was another highlight of my mastermind trip. Besides meeting all kinds of really cool people that I've always looked up to, and learned some new techniques. Just kind of was training out there, and it was pretty neat. I also learned that the coaching business is a big business, guys. It's a big business. And genuinely, most coaches out there want the best for their students, right? Everybody would love for a student to have 100%, or every coach to have 100% success rate with their students. But at the end of the day, that's going to be, I don't know if I want to say it's impossible, right? But, if the students don't take action, they don't do what they are told to do or follow the plan or stick to it, it's kind of hard, right? So that was one of the topics out there was making sure your students had a good success. And everybody genuinely wants that, right? They don't want to take somebody's money. They want them to be successful because that is the best referral for that person, right? Like the students talking about what they're learning and bringing in more referrals, right? Because it's a business, right? It's a business, and these guys they make money from coaching, but at the same time they get deal flow, right? I have a mastermind. Yeah, sure, it brings money into it's a business, it makes money, but the main reason I have it is so we can all collaborate and we can do deals together. Hopefully, it's deals with me, but there's people in the group already doing deals together, right? They're doing big deals together. So without me, and that's okay because we can all grow together. Because again, like I said, we can work together later, right? Like another project, they might need me or I might need them. Most likely, I'm going to need them, right? So that's pretty cool. Kind of get out there and kind of see behind the scenes, what everybody talks about their challenges and their issues. It was pretty cool. There was a guy up there who sold his business for a lot of money. Actually, the guy from Connected Investors, I forgot his name, connectedinvestors.com. He sold his business. He couldn't tell us how much, but I guarantee he did probably like a $20 million exit. I'm assuming it's going to be about that much, 15, 20. I'm not sure, but just my guesstimate. He just sold that. It was pretty cool how he talked about that. Some guys talking about funnels, which hurt my brain because I don't know anything about funnels. Other guys talking about just life in general, right? Some guy has a mastermind on just business people, right? How to live your life so you don't work 60, 80 hours a week. Right. I mean, I've been there. I've done that. I'm finally down to about 20 hours a week right now. And I want to keep it that way. So, maybe pick 5 hours of my 20 hours that I work to make money. And I really got to think about how I'm going to spend that time. I love challenge and, let's see what happens later on. I'll probably come up with something and get busy again. But at the same time, I've been working a long time for pretty hard because if it was easy, everybody would do it. And it's not easy. So you really got to get out there and pay your dues in a way. If you're starting out with no money, no connections, things like that. If you're starting out with money connections, trust me, it's a lot easier. But overall, the last 3 days was pretty cool. Met meet up with a lot of old friends, made some new friends, and made some new connections. I'm always preaching, guys. I'm preaching about masterminds. Join them. It'll change your life. You make a connection here, make a connection there, and it just adds value to your life, to your business. And then you can also add value to them, right? So I always of course, I always say, hey, what can I do for you? Right? What can I do for you? What can my business or what can I do? Can I put you on my podcast, do a shout out on my Instagram? What can I do for you that would benefit you? So don't forget that every time you go to an event, I always lead with that. So you can have a good experience, right? You're not just taking, you're actually giving back. So it was a pretty cool mastermind. I just want to give you guys a little feedback, of what happened the last couple of days. And it was pretty good. It was nice and great weather, by the way, and had some pretty good food. So that's pretty much it on this episode. Again, guys, join the mastermind, find something that works for you. Find something that works for you because I don't want you to lose your shirt. I'm Javier Hinojo. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I got a YouTube channel. The links are in the show notes. And also, just check out any events that I'm going to go speak at. Feel free to come out. Love to meet you. And my link tree, my website's up, javierhinojo.com. Go ahead and take a look at that and just reach out. You can reach me, leave a comment, ask a question. I'm here to help you guys out. All right. It can be very time consuming. It can be very scary. It could be like trying to get somewhere without a roadmap, right? So that's why I created this due diligence list when I buy a property. When I buy an apartment building, even a mobile home park, you can use it for, mostly pretty much any commercial property. But this one specifically is for a multifamily. It could be a 6 unit. It could be a 600 unit. You can use it, for what you like. So go ahead and sign up, put your name, email. I'll send you the free link to my due diligence. This is what I've used to buy, hundreds and hundreds of units, if not, thousands of units. So sign up, you get my link. You get an Excel sheet as well. And also we use the software, project management software, Monday.com. feel free to sign up for a free trial. I do have an affiliate link. You don't pay any extra, right? They just pay me a small fee. Don't have to use it. You have the Excel spreadsheet, but if you use Monday.com, it's actually a lot better, a lot smoother, a lot prettier, and you can do a whole bunch of other stuff. There's even a video there I created in the link. So check the link, sign up, and this is my giveaway for you guys. Thank you so much. Take care.
You're invited to leave an honest written review and share this episode with a friend. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.